Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Can you hear me and see me? I just got
Can't
home.
see you yet. There we
All
go.
right, just a second. Hang on, I need to pause your. Yeah, here we go. Let me pop out the chat. Did Skype just failed? It's
No,
fine.
Skype is
Okay,
fine.
all good. I
Yep.
loaded your game. I see you had an interesting trade in the top left corner where you just lost like 7 stones but captured 4.
Yeah, I messed up the kill, I think.
So, hi everybody. Let's focus and come back in this game. Well, actually, in the top left corner, it's not so terrible because he captures 7 stones, but that's pretty much all the territory he's got. And the outside groups are
hmm
still not looking so great for white. I'm looking at that group at
Yep.
K13. So right now in this lower left corner, what are you thinking to play? Except of E4 Atari, which is not an option.
Right.
That's
I was
yeah.
actually looking at like C6 or dropping down to B4
I think
just to seal in the corner.
connecting C5 or playing B5, it's more interesting.
Okay.
If you go down and he blocks, then you have a cutting point. So if you play something like C5 or B5, he will probably play Atari, you connect, he needs to connect. And then you can take Sente to target other groups.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty good not to play Atari E4, not immediately.
Right, right.
And then how can you attack this group in the middle top, the K13? You need to find a way to attack that group and somehow separate it from P11.
Let me see.
Oh, here
One
he's
second,
not
one
even
second.
alive, huh? You can try to
Mm-mm.
attack this corner more. You gotta think how to reduce that shape to a dead L formation.
Oh, the bottom
Yeah,
left?
lower left corner.
I mean, I could peep at D2.
If your PP doesn't work, you will go down and when you
Yeah,
Atari,
yeah.
but you can play the Hane, which pulses,
At
yeah,
E2.
E2, he will
Okay.
block you, and then you can play G2. There is some noise in the background as they are fixing the roof here, but probably they finish in like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Well, I can hear it, probably you don't.
I can just barely hear it. It's no big deal.
Good. It doesn't kill our groups, I guess. There is that in Hanemo sometimes, or most of the time there is, but here he can block, you gotta protect the G2, and with that move you're actually taking away the base of H3 group, and then he has to play another move in the corner to leave, like Atari and then B1. So
Hmm.
you get some profit in Sente in this lower left corner. Oh, that first. Okay, just connect solid.
Mm-hmm.
He still needs to block D2. And now,
And then
yeah,
G2.
G2. So now you're 8Q plus, that's good. Going up. Oh,
Yep, I think I have to do
3 more wins?
2 or 3 games. Yeah.
Well, you can play Atari, but it's still not really needed. Just connect E5.
Okay.
Maybe if you don't play that Atari, he might think he has an either, which is actually a false one. And then this shape you kill with Hane, A4. And it's reduced to the dead L formation and it's finished.
Okay.
But it's still interesting to find a way uh, to attack those groups in the middle. And probably you can prepare by attacking the right side group. Well, right now white has a weak group at E6, a pretty dead group in B3 corner. Okay, here you need to connect. Then H3 is weak. He has too many thin
Mm-hmm.
stones. And on territory, you're pretty much okay. Yeah, okay, now he leaves. But there are plenty of cold threats for you. So your group doesn't look so good. this f4, and you need to play a shape point to make eyes and attack his groups. Where's that? That's quite urgent for now.
I mean, I see a potential shape point at like d7, and then I see under the stones at like j2 to make eye shape.
How about just f6? That's eye shape for you and tries to surround everything. With d7, you're probably going only for half of the group. f6, you're trying to kill all. And then before you attack this L3 group, you can play some preparation moves like O8 on the right side, threatening to invade R8. Usually when you play a move like O8, he will protect... O8, he will play P9, and then you peep P6. But let's see, maybe you need another move here to kill everything.
H7 looks pretty good.
I think you can play F8 first, and if he plays F9, you go G7, and then you surround everything. If you play H7, he can still run out.
Okay.
Another way here is to go down E8 when he blocks, and then you cut D9 or F9. But if you play G7, you can probably kill everything. Or that's just too greedy, I don't know. Not like bot style play. Anyway, in order to attack this K13 group, you need to peep once L12. And then somehow separate the top group from the right group. And if you play O8 and then P6, those forcey moves, that will help you attack L3. And then you separate M13 from P11 with a jump around O12. That's the line to disconnect those groups. So he will be very busy. Oh, interesting point. What to do? But actually this is a bluff.
I can double Atari or even Atari from the outside.
Double Atari is good.
Okay.
Because then he connects and you connect and that's it. Oh, wait. That happens, huh?
Yep.
Probably he copy pastes a W from somewhere.
That works.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
That's the Tesuja.
So how'd your tournament go? Your last one. I know you said
pretty tough.
You got beaten by a couple pros.
Yeah, I won the first one, which was quite important to get in top 8, and then I lost every single game.
Oh, that's
3 in a row. So in the end I finished 8 out of 8. But it was a good learning experience. I think I lost 2 of the games from a pretty one position. That's so easy to lose when you're feeling ahead and you just have to enclose the game. But well, that's questionable too, in a way. But I had those games in pocket for a while. Like you win this game here and maybe if you misclick a few times, he will come back. Right now, if you look on the board, except that top left corner, white only has like 15 points on the right side and the rest of the groups are low running. So, promising game for black. Yeah, hard to lose this one. But never know. I kind of fall asleep in some of the games. They were very long. And I lost energy towards the end. Well, that's a cheap excuse though. Anyway, next week I'll go play another tournament. The same pros will be there, so it's time for rematch. Or revenge. I don't know if you've seen the games. They are, I think they are on the website. On the European Go page. You can download all the SGF with the games. Let me see if I find that link. I should be able to. It was 40. Well, the good news is that they will have this Grand Slam for 6 more years in a row, at least.
Oh, that's
so
great.
If I play well and qualify again next year, I'll try to get a better result. Yeah, I think I found the link. Here we go. So you can download all the SGF with the games played there, not only mine.
Awesome.
They are pretty good. Welcome, Issei. So this guy is thinking to resign or what?
I'm not sure. There's not a lot to think about, right?
It's the first time we play in a tournament in Europe of this kind, which was quite important and big with Fisher time, which is interesting because you start with like 1 hour and a half, or depends how much main time they want to set, and then every move you play you get something like 40 seconds per move. So no matter how much you think, when you play a move you get 40 seconds, and if you play really quick, then the base time will increase. So it's quite nice. It's less stressful than BOME when they count you 30 seconds per move or something. I think your opponent decided to lose on time. He will let the time run out, or he's really reading deep for 4 minutes and then plays 22 seconds, 20 stones in 10 seconds or something.
1 every 5 seconds?
Yeah.
No, that's not 5 seconds. What am I thinking?
Yeah, well, 2 seconds per move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 10 seconds, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, he still has 4 minutes, but I don't know. Strange way to lose a game. Just let the time run out. For some reason,
I run into these every so often.
I don't know if you use TiGem these days, but for me it doesn't update. They have a new client or something, and I just can't download it anymore. I don't know if you have that problem. Or maybe it just doesn't work in Windows, and I'm using an old Windows 7 Professional or something. Maybe I have.
I've heard there's an issue with TiGem and AdBlock, so if you have an AdBlock on your computer, you have to disable it while you install TiGem.
Oh, that might be the problem. So he finally played. You gotta take the stone G7. Oh, I have to check that, yeah. Because I have B Defender on my computer, and that blocks many things, fogs and so on. Okay. So that might be the issue, yeah. Thanks for the tip. He will play probably G9, and then you can surround him with J8. Because it's small to cut just one stone on the left. Game at J8 and surround all. Maybe he read everything out, how to escape here and so on.
Maybe so.
Or how not to escape. Yeah, he didn't read.
He had to get Leela running on his machine.
A very weak version of Leela, huh? A suicidal version. Just cut.
Are we H8? Yeah, okay.
Cut early and often. Yeah, block. Turn. Atari, he wants double Atari. If you play the Nobi, he takes, you connect. You can go down, because if he captures the stone, it's a better shape for you. I mean, play D7. Okay. Yeah, that's an option too. Now, yeah, you connect. And that helps you actually, because if you're in trouble with the group at J8, you just take that stone in a net and you're fine.
Okay.
Oh, he's looking to cut you here. But now, just Atari.
At Tengen?
Yeah. Surround everything.
I have some people who will be very happy about that.
Tengen, it's considered heaven, huh? And now, K11, or if you Atari, he will counter Atari, you take. Yeah, just connect. Play where your opponent wants to play. Well, if you push D8 and cut, it's finished. Now, what to do here?
Ladder doesn't really work.
Yeah, but it helps to
And I
start
need
with
to...
that. I mean, L9, because when he comes out, you come out with the 3 stones, and then he has to do something with the other 2.
Okay.
It's a good tactic to play this kind of move. J, yeah. And go out again. The thing is, if he cuts L10, which I suspect he will do, you can peep L12 and then capture the stone. See? He heard me again. Yeah, just peep. Now he can try an interesting move. L11. But it doesn't really do much, so... Hang on a second. If you go out, he will cut, then you connect. Yeah, you should play M12 here, Nobi. Because then he will cut you, you connect, but then when he defends the 2 stones, you cut through. L13. You can Atari and then cut him. But no need to play the squeeze. Yeah, just separate L13. Hunter hunted. That's a bonus to catch that group. Well, you can squeeze at M10 eventually, but maybe it's more interesting to turn M6 and try to come out with that stone in order to kill the bottom group. Only one option here.
Just cut, right? Cut Atari.
That's good, because now he can't cut you anymore at K12.
Right.
He puts himself in Atari. And the top group looks bad too. Ah.
Oh, that's the end.
Nice. Is there anything interesting to see in this game? Let's check the beginning real quick. So you were black, right? I split the left. The start looked pretty good for black. And then you collapse in the top left corner. Somehow.
Yeah, I really messed up.
Oh, I see. So maybe you don't really have to load this. I just replay real quick. I see how you collapsed in that corner. But you could play Atari and then connect. Alright. Start a new one. More interesting. Okay. Let's see a good Fuseki. Well, the opening was pretty good up to the top left corner. When actually you lost some stones inside his corner, so it's no big deal. So you need only like 2 or 3 wins to go up?
Yeah, I think so. I had a pretty big winning streak over this last weekend, and then on Monday, I won like almost 10 games in a row, I think.
Wow. So you were 8Q and you moved to 8Q plus with those wins?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah.
Actually, I think I went from 9Q plus to 8Q plus with those. So
alright, then it's pretty close, to promote again.
Yep.
Probably it gets more challenging at 6, 7Q. People at mid-Q level on IGS, they play pretty well. I think a 6, 7Q here can beat a 2, 3Q on KGS easily. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm finding that.
You also play on KGS or not so much?
I do. I hardly play on KGS though, but I found like the people at 8Q on KGS are kind of easy mode to be honest.
Probably you can try to play some of the bots which are sometimes around 5, 6Q, but they play extremely fast, so you gotta play fast as well. I think, well, it drags you into that rhythm when you play the bots.
Yeah. Maybe I should play them so I can practice keeping my own rhythm.
Instinct Baduk.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm black and I get 3 stones. Okay.
Hoppa. Taking handicap, let's see. from a 5q plus. All right. Let's see if
he'll
he
actually
starts
play.
with a interesting.
Whoa.
So you can take the empty corner, but which spot?
All my other stones are influence oriented, so I should probably take a territory oriented stone.
Yeah, you can. Sansan. Game over. Huh? He declared victory with that move.
3-3. Let's do it. Let's do 3-3.
Looks, yeah. Symmetrical position. Ah.
Are we doing the Great Wall? Wow.
I think his next move it's going to be K16, so you should play it.
Okay. Just to disrupt.
Yeah, and then he'll go either D10 or Q10. But with those two moves, it's like giving 5 handicap already. Now what? Which block? Q3 or R4?
Q3, I think, is better.
Try R4 in that case.
R4 is better?
The thing is, he might Nobi, Q5, and then, or this one. And against this move, you just play the clamp, P4.
Oh, okay.
If he goes down, you cut. If he goes P5, you just descend, P3. So,
for some reason, I remember it being like P2 and S6 are the...
Well, when he goes Nobi, Q5, then you go P2, and then he jumps N4, and then you play the other Keima. That's a classic Joseki path. This way you just pull back at P3, and then he needs to jump again, N5 or N4, but you're sent already. And it's hard for him to build too much in the middle. And then when you're sent, you just grab another big point. You restore the 9 handicap. Oh, interesting move to make a terrible shape.
I guess Q2, right?
Q2. Yeah, it's also an option to play one Keima, he jumps, and then you don't play the second Keima because you're already alive in the corner in that Sansan Joseki. I tend to play that way too. Because when you play the second Keima, you just give white another nice jump towards the middle. So you better don't play the second Keima. That exchange, it's not really necessary. But that's in the Joseki book from 75. Probably that Joseki dictionary is totally outdated. But it's still good to know those Josekis. Interesting. So with this move, he gains almost nothing. You can Hane 05, you can capture 2 stones, he takes 1 back, then you Nobi. Well, if he connects, you can still defend, but you can capture those 2 stones in center, so you don't have to worry about the cutting points anymore. So yeah, 05 because if he cuts 04, then you capture the 2 stones first, he needs to take 1 back, and then you can ladder him N4.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, this is... I don't know my 3-3 Joseki very well.
This is not the Joseki anymore. He messed up. But you can take the 2. And then he probably takes 1 back. And this gives you a very strong position in the corner, and later you can still play something like R7 to approach. But here you simply Nobi, N5. So you disconnect the stones between K4 and the corner. And probably now turn 1's at N6. That's a powerful move, and he's over concentrated. Gotcha. And then you can attack this K4. Ooh, interesting. Well, I know you want to play Atari and Hane, but you can play the Hane without Atari. M7. Okay. And keep the Atari for later. And if he connects, that's it. You see now, you still have the Atari at 07, but you don't have to play it immediately.
Right. What do we think about like K6 to cap the white?
That's a fine move. You can play that one. You can also attack him at G3, G4, H3, H4, and if he cuts, you just press from M5. I mean, push all the way, sacrifice 1 stone and kill the bottom. Try G4. More interesting then. Okay. Because if you play the cap K6, he might extend G3 and make a base, and then you don't really profit around K6. And this one you don't even have to react. It's big to play D10, it's big to approach on the right side, R13 or R12. Probably you don't need to go too close. R13 is enough. But D10 is bigger, or C10. Most open side. Now it's also okay to play K6, but you can let him play another move. He's investing too many moves in the middle and he doesn't really build. And now you're sent again, so you play R13. And if you look all over the board, you're building like, I don't know, 80% of the board.
Gotcha.
And he's still busy to build something in the center, which is probably 15 points in the end. You gotta let your opponent feel good with the moves he plays and the territory he builds. Just a matter of perception here. He thinks he builds China in the center. Wow. Aggro. What to do? Or desperate already, huh?
I mean, I could Hane at like C11.
Both Hanes
like
are good. But probably C9. Actually, well, it doesn't really matter. C11, C9, either way is fine.
Okay.
He'll crosscut now, he's desperate. Not even crosscut. Okay. Then what? Connect solid? Like D11?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he needs to extend. And if you play any other move, if you play E11, he can go under. Okay, interesting move. He was supposed to extend C6 for a base. So now you can play C6, C5, something like that.
Yeah, that helps my 2-space extension on the bottom
Yeah.
too. Because that had some weaknesses.
That's correct. So you're center now. Let's see what to do. I think you have such a good position that you can even pass from time to time. To make him catch up a little bit. But instead of that, you can play P17. Or you can double up in the top left corner at D17. Because you have double wing formation, and if he goes Sun, he will leave. Yeah, actually,
yeah,
D17.
I was gonna troll him a little with the 3/3 in the upper left, but
well, he can evade the.
But this is about the same.
Yeah, he can evade the Sun in the top right, but you have R13, so when you block U17, it's harder for him to get much. Wow.
Huh.
Interesting move. Can you kill it?
Let me think. It's a little bit hard to kill. I can probably kick at C15, and that puts it under a lot of pressure, and then keep cutting it.
C15? No, that will separate your
it's not good.
Your 3 stones. I think you can either cap F14 or you can play E13 and then Hane F14 and try to push him towards the top. Because your D11, it's pretty weak if he plays another move around E12 or something like that. So you better play from the weak stones, push him towards your strong stones.
Gotcha. I was considering that first, but then I felt like, I guess I don't know why I felt this way, but the 2 stones, the iron pillar is really strong. So I was thinking they were weak, but they're actually strong.
Yeah, this D16, it's okay.
Yep.
And now let's see, can you just cut everything? Pok. In fact, here you should just play something like D13 and then either cut or Hane to connect under. Jumping around F10. That's not bad. Because you're looking to attack the D7 group. But now it's nice to capture those stones in the top. So here you connect and then you cut one way or the other. If he protects E15 or around there, you have the other cut. And you also have Hane at C14 and Link. But maybe if you become strong enough in this area, you can attack at G9 instead of F9 or F10. Which is even more interesting. That's why you don't have to rush with F10. Because if you play F10 and he jumps out, G8, you're not going to build too much around F11. But if you play something like G9, he's more under pressure. But now, how can he protect this group? I think if he plays e15, he plays that, so you just cut e15. And you're fine on the left side, a big territory. So he played d14 to reduce your territory, but in fact he made it bigger. He played according to the proverb, invade your opponent to make it bigger. Which is terrible. And next you can play something like h15 and then kmr j13 to surround those 3 stones. But even if he runs out, it's a run on, yeah, another desperate invasion. So, what to do? I think before you play the h15 peep, you can play Kosumi p17. So you secure the top right corner. You're threatening to attach n17 and crosscut to link under.
Okay.
That's a nice shape when you have r13, this Kosumi. Oh. He wants to enter r14, so you can just block q14. With that block, you protect the corner, and you're threatening to Hane p13. So maybe he no b, and then you just take center. Atari here, you gotta connect. Alright, and then h15. That stone, the k16, needs some help, so you try to defend while attacking.
Okay.
This gives him the terrible soldier's head shape. And then you can surround everything with kmr j13. So then he'll struggle to survive somehow. But it's difficult. Hey, hey. Welcome to the sandbagging session. Well, you guessed most of the moves. I guess. I hope.
No, I'm off a few times today, like in pretty big ways. The moves I guessed.
All right, now try to guess the next one. Target that group somehow. Well, I think his next move, it's somewhere around J17 to make a base for his group.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was looking at
H17?
H16, H17, yeah.
Yeah, you can play one of those. Maybe H17. Put more pressure.
Okay.
Because if you play H16, he will Hane and go down and...
Yep. It's too easy for him.
But even if he leaves, it's no big deal. He makes 2 eyes somehow. Very painful. And then you go N17, and when he Hane, you can crosscut. That formation is very good for crosscut. You will connect all that line in the top. So what to do here? There is pretty much just one move. You can't fail. But I give you 2 options. J17 and J16. So you have 50-50.
I mean, my first instinct is J16.
It's good. Block, yeah.
Yeah. But I was looking at the Atari on the 1 stone, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that Atari you can even sacrifice. And now what?
I can just drop straight down to H18.
Correct. Pressure. And here, it's interesting how you play next. Let's see. The killing move.
Block at J14.
Right, yeah.
Because that stone doesn't matter.
Perfect. So he'll take a stone. That's good for 1 false eye. Phew, they are hammering my head here. K15.
Do I need to?
Yeah, solid.
Yep.
You need, because it's difficult for him to come out now. Yeah, I knew he will try that. Now here you can push and cut, and that will create some AG, but you had a better option. Because this will probably be a ko, but you could play directly. Now you gotta cut him. But you could play H12 and then Hane and kill him without ko. Now you gotta fight. Go out.
Oh, right.
But it's a good fight. Because you go out. Okay, what to do here?
I need to drop down at D18.
Nice, you killed the group, not me. Did you manage last time to win that game without killing? The last one.
I think something died. I can't remember
But
what.
you won it,
but
right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then you should take the ko first, and then play Atari as a ko threat.
Okay. Oops.
It's fine because oh la la. I need a beer after this game. And then I try to win some games on W Baduk. I think I need 1 or 2 more wins to get back to A done. So that's not really a threat, huh? You just connect and he collapsed. Good. That's how you kill groups. Peep, surround, take away the base, and make more liberties, and that's it. And simply stay ahead. A beer would be good, and then some Baduk. It's very hot here. And I played 1 hour table tennis earlier, so that requires some beer.
Oh yeah.
What to do now?
Just.
Oh, I don't know exactly when. First of all, I need to make my Thai jam get back in shape, recover it. And I will probably try a streaming session after I'm back from Kido Cup, which will be on May 22nd. So May 24th, I might do it. Baduk Beer. Yeah, that's a good nickname. You could block J18. Next week I'm pretty busy. I have to play a tournament game on Tuesday evening, the PandaNet, this IGS team championship. Now here you have enough liberties in the top, but if you like to make sure you don't die, you just play K11. Then on Wednesday evening, I have to play the Bundesliga game, which is the last one from this season. And on Thursday evening, I start the trip to Hamburg because I have to transfer to another city and then fly on Friday morning and Friday afternoon. And I'll be away till May 22. And here you should push L12 to take center. So I'll probably start streaming again end of May. And then I have no more tournaments for the next 2 months till I go to EGC. And I can try to stream once a week, at least. Well, I keep saying that, but I never keep my promises, it seems. But yeah, maybe I get into a good rhythm. I know. Thank you very much. So how about really? You're Sentinel. If you want to reduce this area, the Moyo, you can slide S10. That's a nice endgame move. If you want to attack that group, the D7, I think it's probably good to start removing the base with C7. And then when he runs out, you separate him around H7.
Okay, cool. I was actually looking at both those options, so I feel good about myself.
Nice. Now separate him somehow.
I can just cap.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know exactly tomorrow how's the schedule. I probably have a lesson at 7 p.m. on KHS. But maybe before then I can stream 1 hour if I make Taichen work again. I need a few more wins there to move the account from 5 down to 7. Now what? Let's see the key point.
I'm looking at H6.
You should try H5. I think if you play H6, he will attach F4 and it's difficult to block him. But if you play H5, even if he plays F4, you just block F3, E3, and you build all that territory very natural. And then if he tries to go out around H6, maybe you also capture that K4 on a large scale. So it's a
I was worried about the F4 cut. So
now the shape is much stronger when you play Kosumi H5. So J6 here, it's interesting.
Okay.
And J7. And wait. So he can already leave, huh? But then he goes Atari. Probably it's good to separate this K4. So the move to play, it's L6, and when he captures, you drop down. Anyway, it seems that every Wednesday I'm available to meet while you're streaming, which is also good.
That's great.
For a while, at least. till you become 5Q. Then we meet once at 2 weeks. M4.
Okay. Oh, that does work. Okay.
Yeah, it's Atari. And now he can Atari, but you just protect L4 and it's fine.
Yep. Okay.
So he died very nice on the bottom. And here he just gives you territory. And block again. And like that you don't have to worry about the Sun invasion anymore. At least for now. Will he cut?
C4, yeah.
Let me see if you can do the other one. Pak, Atari. He goes down. You have Atari. Yeah, it's safer. C4.
Okay.
Opa. Atari. I think that stone you can give and take the other two. Play G10, he takes a stone, and that way you keep Sente. And with Sente you play the larger endgame on the board, which is going to be S10. Oh no, you shouldn't play Atari. You should just turn. Because now this is not Sente.
Yeah.
But now, wait a second. You gotta play... Yeah, you gotta connect solid. It's like you play G10, he took the stone, and then you play G9 neutral pointing Gote. It's okay, that's a generous way to keep the game closer. Which move was that? I wasn't really following the chat. Issei was saying that's a good move for me to learn from. The C4. Oh wait, that's an almost Sente move. Ah, H5, the Kosumi, yeah. It's a powerful move. Kosumi in general, it's pretty strong. I see, thank you. So, don't answer this. Fighting Spirit, and go S10 instead.
Okay.
I have a Y stone here. Oops. Sun. A shell stone. We never counted this game. Let's check the score estimate. Yes, let's use this cheating tool. Estimate score.
Score randomizer.
Ooh, says black leads by 120.5. That's a dangerous score for you. I have some bad memories from the Fox game. So push S9 once.
Me too. Yep.
This is a score where you can lose by 5 points. Or 20. Aha. Now he wants to cut and surprise you.
Blocking is Sente though,
It's fine, yeah. Then you have some double Atari on the way.
Yep.
Ooh. Now just connect solid H4. That's too obvious though. So you can Atari, Hane. Wow. You have a very nice combination here. Ah, he heard me. You don't have any combination anymore. But he can try B4 and then B6. So in order to refute that, you can play B8. And when he goes B4, you capture the stone. When he goes B6, you take. And when he goes B7, you connect. And it's 2 against 3. So that's a nice way to read the moves out, huh?
Yeah.
That's big. How to block?
B13 is fine.
Yeah, but push first. B11 and then clamp B13. Because next there will be some Atari. And then if he tries C13, you just play double Atari. And if he goes A13, what you do?
A13.
Just Hane.
Yeah.
Which he just played. Well, there are two options here. When you're behind, you play Atari C12. He connects, or he fights a ko, but you like the ko because you're behind. And then if he connects, you Atari and connect. If you're ahead, you don't want to fight a ko, so you just go B14. And that's the case in this game because you're way ahead.
Okay.
And then if he pushes again, you go Atari, he connects, Atari, he connects, and then you connect. But you start with the Atari on the side, A15. That's why it's good to count during the games. And now Atari C12. And then just connect B15. So you don't leave any code threads. If you connect B16, it's artistic, but he has a code thread at B15 and
another one, yeah.
like this, it's solid. Well, that was a good endgame for him to push in Sente. Here, not too many options, that's good. And block again. Now if he plays that move for double Atari, how to protect? Solid or Q15? Q15 is one more point and it leaves some Atari, but that Atari actually doesn't really bother you. And this is completely gote. So first things first.
What about R8?
R8, yeah. R8, R7. Okay. In the end game, you gotta play lots of moves on second, third line, and first line. Here you gotta block. Connect. And it's very big for you to play. Yeah, here you need to push once because you have the connection under. And if he blocks, you just leave it like that. And then the top K might speak. Oh, here you have the peep and Atari and so on, but you don't need to use it right away. Kema N18, it's pretty nice. Because it prevents his O18, and I think that move is something like 10, 12 points. And it's probably sent. Because if he doesn't do anything, you can either jump M15 or you can Kosumi M17 and push again. You reduce more. Oh, he blocks. Anyway, it will be gote for him in the end. Now he's trying a double Atari. P16, I guess. Not even, huh?
Nope.
Anyway, push once, M18. Because he has to play a bamboo or something. Otherwise you push, Atari, connect, and he loses all those points. So at P7 there's a problem, because when he blocks you have double Atari and that ko is pretty big. And it's pretty finished, huh? Except for killing the top left corner, it was really peaceful. But you got so much territory on the bottom side without a fight. So playing K10, it's not a winning strategy for white. But yeah, it was 3 handicap. He tried some fancy start. And giving 3 handicap to a 9 down, it's also not very inspired. Very unfortunate for this 5Q guy. Nice nickname he's got. Go in for go. Going all in for go. A nice move for you if he doesn't answer here. It's M15. And then when he pushes, you push. And when he plays something like M17, you can push again in the center. M12. And then you can Atari. It's a nice damage to Maridar. Well, you can start from M12, but you better don't show him the plan, the intention. Now you can play M12, and it still works to jump M15.
Number 12.
Yeah, push once, because then if he pushes and cuts, you have the damage to Marian capture. So M15 once. And then maybe we should go for the ko. P7. Just for fun. Well, he has more ko threats because he's dead on some places. But it's good to use that Aji, P7. You actually don't lose anything. Well, here you can push and so on, but you can use that as ko threats. So don't play right now. Start P7. Okay. P7 and show him double Atari. Then when you capture one stone and you connect, you can push more. Simple tactic. P6. And take. Actually, I can try to stream this coming weekend on Sunday sometimes. Connect.
Cool. Oh,
Maybe we
yep.
can get a bigger audience in the weekend. Also, this coming weekend on at 7 p.m. GMT, age 19 here, I'm going to have a lecture on Sabaki topic. You know that concept where you wanna fix your stone slightly inside your opponent territory, especially when you invade a Moy or something. I think you could just connect P18, but this works too. Well, you still need to connect P18 and then you gotta kill the corner. But that will happen in the evening, so maybe in the morning, afternoon, I can try to get on Taijam and kill a few people. P18.
Okay.
If he plays S17, you just block S16 and he's dead. But how you kill if he goes S16? Let's see.
Oh,
Does this work?
I always mess this one up.
It's kind of tricky, huh? If you block, he will pull back and then... A lot of Agi in that area. So let's see. Yeah, you should simply protect earlier, but there is a way. Wait, you push, he blocks, you Atari. You Atari, you go down, he goes down. You Atari. He takes, you block. Yeah, you should push and cut. R17 and cut him.
Okay.
And you win the semi faster because you have that throw in and the squeeze play. It's gonna be a close one, but once you cut, he's busy to capture. He cannot play Atari T18 because when you drop out, he's in damage Mari, so he needs to play S19. And now you go out. And then first you go Atari Q19. He has to play T17. And you have more liberties. You can throw in and connect and so on. Now Q19 first to reduce the second die. And then just block him at S15. And once he cuts, you throw in and you connect and that's it. So it was a difficult one. Tsumego. But the sequence is actually all forced. And now you throw in S18. And then you connect one P19. Or actually, wait, Atari, tak. Ah, yeah, you have to do that. Of course, he plays that one, but you just connect S13. So it will be a ko in many steps. Yeah, this is like some kind of basic life and death situation.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh.
wait, you need Atari or not? Atari, take. No, you don't. You just play R19 here.
Yeah, that's what I was
Or,
thinking.
well, you could also play T14, but you can do that after.
Yep.
Because then you take one ko, he captures, then you have another ko on the right side. And you can probably set up a double ko. And then it's not a ko in many steps. Or another way is to build one big eye. Yeah, actually you should do that. Play Atari N19, make an eye, because he will never be able to approach from the inside.
Oh, okay.
Once you take that stone at S18, he takes back, but he can't play Atari. He puts himself in Atari with everything. So this is Meari Menashi,
Gotcha.
one eye versus no eye. And if he goes P16, you can capture L19 first. Now wait. So you're Sente. Dun, dun, dun. Push, connect. Yeah, you should push M14 first. It's good to win that semi in Sente. He will go Atari on 2 stones, you connect, and then he needs to connect, and you connect again. Probably not a bot. Probably just a... but well. Haha. Yeah. Black should resign after winning by 200 points here. L15.
And then, yep.
Let me check the score. Are you really winning? 124.5. Oh, that's dangerous.
If it's 125 points, I'm sure to
Yeah,
lose.
you can lose by about 12 points and a half. But there is not really a big call happening. So, well, you can let him Atari P16 and then you play some 1 point move and he captures everything. And actually you still win by 80 points. That top right corner is something like 50 points. Uh-huh. He wants 2 stones. What to do? Lose them somehow. He's
I mean, I
looking
can
at
just
all these
Atari that
cuts.
1 stone.
Yeah, J4, huh? That's
Yeah,
fine.
yep.
I think he's looking to cut you at B4 and then D3 and then G3 and gain something. How to play on the right side? Around S7. He plays S7, you block, go down, Hane, Pak. You can play S7 if you have a chance. Actually, he should play S6. Okay. Then you have to connect S8 or around there. And then he can play S4 in Cente and D3. Look, that's the plan. But we already read this out, so take the stone.
It's A4, right?
No,
Sorry.
B3. If you play A4,
B3,
he
okay.
comes out and then he captures B6 or D3. And now when he cuts B6, you take. And then when he goes Atari, you connect. And when he Hane under, Atari. That's why you played B8 to guard against all these follow-ups. So don't fall into this kind of cheap tricks. I have to attack my son in this corner. That's how your game started. Almost. Well, white at 5Q level should understand that he's 120 points behind. Even without counting. Oh, it's funny. The estimator thinks you're dead in the top right corner, so you're only winning by 83.5.
Oh, okay.
But once you capture S18, it will be 125 again. No tournaments for you in that area?
There's one coming up June 23rd in Chicago that I'm thinking about going to. I can't remember if I have a concert that weekend or not. But
okay, this guy heard me. He probably clicked the estimator, but it doesn't work while you're playing. Anyway, you don't need to count to see that black is way ahead. Nice. So till then you should become 5Q and then I think if you're 5Q IGS maybe under AJ rating you're something like, I don't know, 3 or 2Q.
Yeah, currently in the AGA they have me as 10Q, but I know I'm quite a bit stronger than that.
Probably.
So I will probably self-promote at the next tournament.
Nice. 7Q or something like that. To be confident.
Yeah, probably so.
Or maybe 5.
Yep.
You see. So I'll let you win some more games by yourself and then we can continue next Wednesday.
Sounds great.
Alright. Have a good stream. See you soon.
Thanks so much.
Ciao. Thank you too. Bye. Bye everybody.
Bye. Be sure to support Cornel. You can track him down at twitch.com/CornelGrow, and you can find him on IGS and KGS as Cornel. If you want to take lessons like you've seen today, or slightly different lessons too, he is up for reviewing things over the internet or reviewing things in person in Skype. His rates are super reasonable. Be sure to hit him up for lessons. If you're interested in learning more about Go and having your mind open to different possibilities, he's good at recommending books to train your weaknesses. So yes, absolutely be sure to support Cornel. If you like this content, and you like having these lessons with me um, go ahead and feel free to donate. Not absolutely required, but it does help. So I'm not going to discourage you from doing so. And yeah, continue to support this content, and specifically Cornel. He's been really great doing the stream with me, like almost from the beginning now. And it's been a really interesting experience, and I definitely am learning a lot. So definitely want to hype Cornel.